three-way beer can chicken. We're doing beer can chicken 3 different ways. We're gonna need 3 different marinades. And guys, with over 75 Kinder seasonings, I am struggling hard with this one. Now I bought a root beer with alcohol, I bought an orange beer, and I bought a Budweiser. So I'm thinking for the first one, I'm gonna go along the lines of like a root beer marinade. I've never made beer can chicken before, so I am just throwing these measurements together. We may have too much or we may have too little. I'm starting off with some brown sugar. And about 3 tablespoons. I'm thinking like a tablespoon of smoked paprika. I'm thinking just a little bit of chili powder. Oop. I have some of this Clubhouse maple bacon. Why not? I just found the honey brown sugar I've actually never used before. I feel like this is a lot of brown sugar. Now I did do a video on my Kinder's addiction. I will put a little clip here. But if you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. Guys, I have a problem. Now we need some garlic powder. This is the caramelized garlic. And I have the salt, pepper, and garlic by Kinder's as well. I think that's it. For this one anyway. All right, the root beer one is done. Now we're gonna do the zesty orange kind of flavored one. I have the Kinder's garlic and herb, and it's with sea salt and lemon. I have the Kinder's lemon butter garlic. I feel like this video is gonna be almost impossible for people to copy with the amount of Kinder's that I'm using, but make it your own. Now I do have a whole bunch of fresh herbs in the garden, but I don't really wanna go out there, so I'm just gonna use some dried, and I'm going in with some thyme. I have some rosemary. I have the buttery garlic and herb. This one smells so good. Now some lemon zest, and sadly all I have is half a lemon left in this house. So we're just using what I got. Now I'm gonna zest an orange. The flavors here, wow. Probably gonna be the best one. Actually, bringing back the citrus one, I wanna add some black pepper. Now the third one, that'll be like the Budweiser chicken, which I do know that the beer doesn't really absorb into the chicken, but I'm gonna try to incorporate the beer somehow. I don't wanna waste the beer. I feel like the beer needs to go into the chicken somehow, and I will think about that later. So to the third bowl, I'm gonna add some onion powder. This is the caramelized onion. I've got the caramelized garlic. I have the big bold chicken, which is sweet, spicy, and tangy. I got the buttery poultry blend. Gonna add the Cajun with garlic and cayenne. This is probably gonna be the longest video I've ever created because I'm doing so much at one time. Paprika, and just some black pepper, and maybe some parsley. All right, I got my 3 chickens on a very large cookie sheet, and now I'm going to attempt to completely dry them. Now, viewer discretion is advised. This will probably gross out a lot of people. I like to separate the skin from the chicken. Now, if you're not using gloves, make sure that you are washing your hands very, very well. Now, butter or olive oil works here. I'm just using olive oil to spray my chicken. And now I'm gonna lather each one in their different seasoning. We are coated. My house smells so good right now with all of these seasonings going on. I'm gonna throw this into the fridge for as long as I can. All right, I'm gonna crack the lid and cram them up these chickens. I feel like I'm crossing the line, but we gotta do it. I just have some garlic butter. I just made the most delicious orange glaze to go over that orange beer chicken. I made a root beer barbecue sauce. Now the Budweiser chicken is just getting some garlic butter with some Cajun seasoning. Now, do you know how incredibly hard that was to remove the beer cans from these chickens? I probably should have watched a video on how to do that first, because that was incredibly hard and my hands are burnt. And before y'all say that the beer didn't get absorbed into any of this chicken, well, I took the can and the chicken and dumped it upside down to get the can out, and all of that beer that was in the can just went right into the chicken in all of them. So, we're all getting drunk tonight. This is the orange, this is the root beer, and this is the Budweiser. And I'm gonna try a little bit with you guys on camera before I go ahead and plate it up. I'm serving this over creamy mashed potatoes, some country fried gravy, a bunch of vegetables. It is so juicy. Oh my God. That one's gonna be really hard to beat. Second bites on that one. This is the orange chicken, and I cannot believe the flavors here. This is the root beer, and there's no way I can beat the orange one. The root beer. This is the best chicken I've ever had. Certainly can't get any better. Look at how moist that chicken is. This is the Budweiser. These are all 10 out of 10. Now these two are definitely fighting for first place. This one is so good, so flavorful, so juicy. I definitely love the flavors that are going on here. This is truly the best chicken I've ever had. This is the root beer. I can't believe how moist that chicken is. Look at how juicy that orange chicken is. The root beer.